Hi guys, my name is Ham, and today I'm really happy to be here to introduce to you guys a case study of Netflix. However, in order to make it a little bit different, I would like to, in the first part of my presentation, I'd like to introduce to use another case, the case of Little that I also made before. I also make videos and present it, and it is the very first time that I talk in front of my computer. Uh, yeah, you can see it. I will put the link of this video, the video about Lifton, right under the description of this video for you guys to watch. And if you like it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have something to say, please leave a comment. Okay. So for now, I won't waste your time watching this movie, watching this clip, and go ahead to our topic today. It's the second part of my presentation, which is more important. Yeah, the case study of Netflix, which name how does this movie end. So in order to understand more about the case study together, we should know what is Netflix through a commercial TV, a TVC. Now,
Now with Netflix, it's easy. Just press play and start watching a movie on your PC in as little as 30 seconds. DVDs in the mail fast and movies on your PC instantly.
okay, so after the movie, after the TVC, I believe that you guys understand what is Netflix. But if you haven't, here in the slide is the definition of Netflix according to Wikipedia. The next part will be the history of Netflix. As you can see, Netflix was founded by these two men in 1997, 1 year after I was born, and 1 year later in 1998, Netflix was launched with only 13 employees and nearly 1,000 work available through the pay-per-rent model. It's not similar with nowadays. It's quite different model. And in 2000, they switched to a subscription model where customer could receive DVDs on a regular basis for a monthly fee. You understand, right? Yeah. And also in 2000, Netflix had to suffer from financial loss, and the managers of Netflix offered Blockbuster to buy Netflix at this time with the price of 50 million US dollar. And Blockbuster, as you may not know, is that the competitor of Netflix at that time, and they denied to buy Netflix. So therefore, Netflix had to try its best to, uh, to to hit the public trading market with the stock started at $15 per share in 2002, and 1 year later, in 2003. This year is the first profitable year of Netflix with 1 million subscribers. 1 million subscribers now is not a huge number for any vlogger in YouTube. However, at that time when mobile phone, TV, laptop, internet is not really common, 1 million subscribers is a huge number. And in 2006, Netflix delivered 8 billion DVD and became the largest subscription providers of DVD. 1 year later, in 2007, it began a video on demand streaming service of movie. This service is quite similar to Netflix nowadays. And in 2014, they have 50 million worldwide subscribers in over 40 countries. That is the reason why now Netflix was the largest streaming video service. Let's take a look deeper at why they so successful. And the answer is they have four reasons. The first reason is they have the first mover advantages. At that time in 2007, it's the first time in the world that they provide the subscription streaming services, and they also have the collaborative filtering, which means that Netflix will automatically recommend you some video to watch instead of you choose yourself. The second reason is Netflix get the same treatment as cable system. It means that Netflix are able to show the latest movie and show at about the same time as cable system. Yeah, the same time as cable system. So it will be quite a fair competition. And the third reason we're producing its own original content. Some years ago, Netflix provides some kind of exclusive movie series, and it's really famous, and I will talk about it later. The fourth reason would be the cable television industry is forced to retreat from its bundling practices. You can see. However, besides advantages, besides the successful, Netflix also have to face with many challenges. They come from rising costs, risk of new content, and powerful competitor. Yeah, let's take a look at the very first challenge: rising costs. Rising costs come from two factors. The first factor is increasing cost of purchasing outside. You know, Netflix have to buy the movie from the producer in order to be allowed to post it in online to provide to you. And and nowadays buying anything is easy. However, the price go up. And here's the really signature examples. The deal with Stars in 2008, Netflix spent about 30 millions for this. However, 4 years later, they would need $300 million in order to buy the copyrights of this show. The second factor will be increasing in cost of creating new content. House of Cards is a really famous series that only can be seen in Netflix, and it costs about 4 million for one episode. 4 million. It means that you can buy 4 supercars for many things. It's a huge amount of money. And then I have a conclusion, kind of sum up that the more subscriber Netflix has, the less profit it makes, because the cost of doing business rise faster than the revenue. Yeah, it's a hard time for Netflix. The second challenge for Netflix was the risk of creating new content. Finding talent for your business is really hard. Like a good storyteller, a good writer, a good producer, it's hard. So, if they were good enough, you won't have to take care of the second factor, unpredictable response to new content. However, this was not perfect, so there's some risk come from unpredictable response to new content. And below is some kind of example for you to look at. And the last challenge would be the powerful competitor. The competitor here would be YouTube from Google, would be Facebook, would be Amazon. They are trying to get into this area, and they have the large internet audience. Obviously, they have strong brand name. Yeah, they have a good customer inside. It means that they have a good data about the customer behavior. And the last but not least, they also have well finance. Cost obvious, they have a lot of money. And it's all about my presentation about the case of Netflix. Hope you guys enjoy it. Enjoy the case of Netflix. Enjoy the case of Lifton. Alright? Yeah, thank you for listening.